Put it down.
Of course. Tau Adair, isn't it?
I'm not here to talk.
What a shame.
Adair! Adair, are you receiving?
I'm here, Admiral.
No, you're not here. That is the problem. We were counting on you to stop an Imperial strike team on Ord-Trossi. They came in fast and overwhelmed ground security. Half their planetary defense grid is gone.
I'm sorry to hear that, Admiral, but this lead took priority.
Priority? Are you telling me your little antique hunt was more important to the Jedi than protecting Republic citizens?
Stopping Malgus will keep the Republic safe. We needed something to push our investigation forward. And I think I found it.
Well, I hope the price we paid was worth it. Rava out.
Get me the Commodore. It's urgent.
Would you look at that? Perfect timing.
Good, you're here. Didn't want to put this in anyone's hands but yours. Sorry. Some greasy Sith really didn't want me to have that.
Are you alright? I can take you to the med bay.
Don't worry about me. What you've got in your hands is way more important. That belonged to Darth Nul. Took us ages to find it, but it was worth it.
Unless we know what this is, it's not much help.
And that's why I came straight here. Arn and the old man have been breaking their backs looking for patterns in what we know about Darth Nul, hoping to find another fortress. They must have read every report on Nul at least 20 times apiece. They finally narrowed it down to a few places that seemed like good candidates. We split up and started looking. I was the lucky winner, the one who knows the least about this stuff, but I'm hoping you can help me fix that.
If this belonged to an ancient Sith, then it's something I want Sana-rae to see. Too bad she's on an assignment.
The old man did say there was somebody here who could help. A scientist? Someone he met last time he visited?
Dr. Ogorab?
That's him.
He does have access to the kind of technology we need.
Then it sounds like he's our next stop.
Not now, Sahar.
Just try. I know you have it in you.
That's not what your precious Jedi said.
It's what I'm saying.
Enough! I found my way without your sorcery. Had to cut my slave collar with this. She gave me a choice. Die or fight back. I fought, and I excelled, Sahar. The day I became a Mandalorian, I knew I found my home.
I hoped you would find success. You always had fire.
I had little choice. Some earn what they have. Some are given everything.
And some lose it all.
You dare speak to me about suffering?
Even the best armor has flaws. Spaces between plates of Beskar steel where blood can be drawn. The events of Runuk have shown me our flaws. I planned for Shevisla to find us. She did. I challenged her and was nearly defeated. An outcome that was not expected. How could my plans so miss the mark? I asked myself. I looked and finally found my answer. Someone doesn't honor their agreements. Someone values credits over their own life.
Hey now! What's going on here?
Bask's son. With the right guidance, I had hoped your kind would be worthy of our cause.
Yeah, of course! That's always been the plan!
I learned that you used your pretty machines in the duel on Runuk. No doubt why Shay fared as well as she did.
What? No! It was the other way around. I wanted you to win. You beat Shay, we do this war thing, we all get rich.
So you used your machine on Shay, and she still bested me.
Yes! No, I'm not saying that. Okay, let me explain.
No need. Darmanda is our enemy. Because of him, we lost Runuk. Because of me, we gained a great deal more. Sahar, can you come up here? This one brought me something taken from the clutches of Darth Malgus. Something so powerful both the Sith and the Jedi race across the galaxy to claim it. With Sahar's help, we can unlock its secrets.
I told you, Hedda. We shouldn't do this. It's not safe.
You're right. It's never safe to change a galaxy. Never easy to fight corruption and hypocrisy. But your brother said you would face anything to restore balance. Each of you will gather the resources needed to make my vision a reality. You will have your assignments, but none will know the whole plan except myself and Sahar. At long last, we will take back what is ours.
So, I heard you ran into Sahar. Is she all right? Can't believe she's gotten herself mixed up in all that Mandalorian business.
I got the feeling that she's going to follow her brother, as long as he'll let her.
Right. Her brother. You know, I barely even remember her mentioning a brother on Ossus. Now he's got her turning her back on us.
Over here! I do believe I've found something. But first, you must tell me more about this containment device you encountered. What did it look like? How did it work?
I didn't get a chance to look closely at it or anything. I just know it was some kind of trap and that relic was in it.
You can have your fun later, Ogorab. Time to get serious.
Duly noted.
Can you tell us anything about what Tao found?
Indeed I can. From the results, I can say with certainty that what you found is the remnant of a lightsaber. But there is more to the story.
Now that is something that might actually come in handy. Good work, Doc.
I aim to please. My equipment also found microscopic fragments of the lightsaber's power source. By all indications, the crystal used to construct the weapon originated in the Adika system.
That's where Ossus is. Jedi get crystals from the Adika system to build their lightsabers. We have for hundreds of years.
So why did Darth Null have a lightsaber that was built like a Jedi's?
A very pertinent question.
Well, she was helping the Emperor control people through the Force, right? I'll bet she used those crystals in some horrible machine that hunted down Jedi and turned them into children of the Emperor.
From everything I've heard about the Children of the Emperor, it makes sense.
And who knows what else she designed that has yet to be uncovered? In theory, the possibilities are limitless from all she seemed to know. Someone who does not shy away from knowledge, no matter its source, in order to create, to expand their awareness. It is admirable.
Null was controlling people's minds. Let's not pin any medals on her just yet. What do you think about talking to Malgus again? You've got something up your sleeve you didn't have last time.
I can't shake the feeling that Malgus doesn't know Darth Null as well as he thinks he does. There's only one way to find out.
I do not envy you having to attempt any sort of communication with that ill-tempered brute.
Thank you both for your help on this.
It has been my pleasure.
No problem. I'm going to let the old man know what we found. He and Arn will be dying to hear everything.
The chat you had with Dr. Ogorab paints a better picture of what Malgus may have been up to. Darth Null's work on mind control says a lot, but combining Sith and Jedi toys? That's big news. Malgus following in the footsteps of someone with Jedi connections is a plot twist I wasn't expecting. Never mind Hedda Cole getting her hands on Darth Null's holocron.
Do we know what's on there?
We don't, but we need to assume that whoever holds that holocron holds the advantage. Malgus has the information we need, but he isn't talking. We're not running blind, however. What we learned about Darth Null's Jedi influence does give us something to go on, though admittedly not much.
Heads up. Looks like we have a special guest.
Tell these droids to get out of my way. I need to speak to Malgus.
They answer only to the Supreme Chancellor and cannot be overridden, Shay.
Some higher-up is all sweaty about my past contracts with Malgus. They've got no understanding of how those things work.
One of those contracts was destroying the defense grid on Coruscant during an Imperial invasion.
I was there to do a job. I did it and moved on. You should understand that. You and I have an understanding, but I owe no loyalty to the Republic or to the Empire, Malgus included.
Perhaps, but permission to interrogate the prisoner is restricted to a select few.
I'm going to find out if he's working with Hedda, with or without permission.
She's the leader of the Mandalorians. Shouldn't she have access?
She can take that up with the powers that be. Right now, we're wasting time.
Yes, we are. Time you don't have. I need you to trust me, like back on Runic. So, what's it gonna be?
We'll work together on this.
Smart move.
Doesn't change the fact that Shay isn't on the VIP list.
Then put me on comms.
Comms? To listen in?
More than that, Shay can give advice during my questioning.
Malgus had a few bad habits when I worked with him. I'm betting they're still there. If you listen to me, we can trip him up.
Risky. But the situation calls for it.
At least we'll be in full control. If anything seems wrong, we can shut it down.
Stay alert no matter what. I'm going in. You ready?
Always.
Bottom line, threats are useless against Malgus. He fears nothing. You keep talking about putting an end to what he wants, and we'll get nowhere. Make him think you understand. That's the key to getting anything out of him.
Have everything you need? Getting enough to eat? Is the chair comfortable?
He sees right through that. Get him talking about himself.
We did a little digging. Darth Nul actually used some Jedi techniques. That must be a shock to you.
Do you think there is any knowledge of Darth Nul that I do not already possess? It was only a matter of time before you discovered the connection. Her mastery of Jedi secrets is woven into all of her creation. Like her, my vision surmounts Jedi and Sith, Empire and Republic.
Showing our hand wouldn't have been my choice, but you got him talking. Ask about Hedda.
Is that why Hedda Cole is part of your plan? Because she's an outsider too?
I have no need for the Mandalorians or their quarrels. An endless cycle of waste and fodder. Useless.
Big talk from inside that cell.
Mandalorians are more than that.
They only seek to fight their own. And when the victors emerge, they will turn their weapons on one another. Again and again. None of it will matter when the galaxy burns. I will tear apart the corrupt systems that allow weakness to infect the galaxy. I will stop the rot. I will burn down all of their failing legacies and see who embraces the flame.
More of his mystical Osik. What about the holocron? Does Hedda have something she can use against my people?
Who whispers in your ear? Shay Vizsla.
Cut it out. This is between you and me.
It is too late. Your thoughts are plain to me, Mandalore the Avenger. Your rage consumes you. There was a battle, and your prey slipped through your fingers. Your people are divided, while Hedda Cole gathers her army. You are right to come begging for answers. Hedda will destroy you.
Where is she? Dinila Hutun! Answer me!
not see it? The past looms over us all, a shadow of unchanging history. There are fools who believe they can outrun the shadow. Without a flame to chase it away, it will consume them. They are doomed to repeat the same failures. None who have stood by my side have understood this. The only one who could have is my enemy. A shame that you and I must remain that way.
All your plans have caused so much damage. I don't know how we could ever be anything else.
Greetings. I'm relieved you answered. I must make an unusual request.
The bar for unusual is pretty low for me these days.
You are correct. However, I thought it best to prepare you for what I need to ask. I have been summoned by the three. What they had to say has left me disquieted. Meet me at these coordinates on Voss, and I will explain in greater detail.
I sent you to look into the origins of one of Darth Null's relics. I haven't heard any updates.
What I found. It is best if I show you in person. I will await your arrival.
Voss. Well, at least it's nice this time of year.
We have enough mysteries to contend with without getting the Voss involved. They're not exactly known for being straightforward. Sana-rae sounded unlike herself. I do hope whatever she has to tell you isn't too troubling.
You have arrived. Good. I have been waiting to show you this. When we first uncovered the existence of Darth Null, I could not imagine that tracing the origins of one of her relics would lead here. When I traveled to the planet in wild space, I found the members of the Force Enclave that I had not been able to reach. They were changed by what they endured there, and by what we found, what you are about to see. Darth Null possessed a talent that was unique among her kind. Through the Force, she could connect her mind to another's. Darth Null could speak to someone's most hidden desires, reach depths of their thoughts they could not reach themselves. Over great distances, she could mentally bond with anyone who could feel the Force. In those who did not recognize their own abilities, she awakened that realization. She was looked down upon for this by those who believed she shared power with the unworthy. She could find no favor among her kind. Darth Null took those who would follow her to an empty world in wild space, where they could do as they pleased, without judgment. Null taught her disciples how to forge mental bonds as she did. They called out to others and invited them to their sanctuary. But eventually, Null made a connection with someone she did not intend. A being of dark malevolence, the Sith Emperor. He hunted her down, using her own power against her. Before the Emperor could reach her followers, Null locked many of their secrets away in the ruins my team discovered. Noel and the others fought back against their captors, but their fate was sealed. The Emperor dominated the minds of her disciples, bent them to his will, enslaved them. After that day, Noel's followers became servants of the Emperor, and she became Darth Nul.
If the Emperor made her Darth Nul after she was captured, who was she before?
She was no one. At least, not after she was expelled from the Jedi Order.
You're telling me that Darth Nul, the woman that Malgus blindly reveres, she was a Jedi?
For a time. The account of Darth Nul's removal from the Jedi is told from her own perspective. We do not know much about what transpired before that, other than what she was called, Master Renaya.
We've been chasing a Sith inventor, but she had a whole other life before that. What if that's where we find the way to stop Malgus's plans?
Then we will find it. Malgus could not keep this knowledge from you. We can find other secrets.
All that you found about Darth Nul, why did I have to come to Voss to hear it?
After I heeded the Three's request to return to Voss, I heard whisperings. Rumors of a vision that caused great concern among the mystics. The Three forbade them to speak about what was seen. A revelation centered on Darth Malgus.
Why won't the Three let anyone know what's in this vision? It could be something that affects them.
Just as they refused to explain the contents of the vision, they refused to give a reason. It is their right. The Three know well the value you would place on hearing the details of this vision, but they would never share them with an outsider, even one of your status, unless you gave them a reason to.
Malgus's plans could mean the end of the galaxy as we know it. What more of a reason do they need?
Perhaps they think there is nothing in this vision that would help you. However, you have the opportunity to convince them otherwise. Despite our best efforts, some of our most sacred temples have yet to be rebuilt in the years since Valen's assault. The Shrine of Contemplation is too deep within Gormak lands. The work is slow, even with aid from the few Gormak who have chosen to continue their alliance with the Voss. The Three are overseeing progress at the Shrine of Contemplation now. If you were to approach them and offer your assistance, perhaps you will change their minds about the vision. With luck, they will be receptive to one with your gracious reputation.
I will do anything I can to stop Malgus. If helping rebuild will get the Three to share information, it's a small price to pay.
Here are the coordinates for the Shrine of Contemplation. I will send a message ahead to the commandos there to expect your arrival.
I had hoped the Three's presence would encourage everyone to work harder. Nothing has improved.
Give it time. The Three will grow tired of the delay, and they will make it known.
Greetings. I am Maton Jah. This is Kodum. Sana-rae sent word that you would be joining us. You keep the company of strange associates. I wonder, is it a testament to your character?
Danfoy Vutagan Achnan Choktontai Vebegor Nesafun.
Together, we, the Shrine Restoration Initiative, have rebuilt much of the damage inflicted during the Eternal Empire's attack. Many shrines in the vicinity of Voska are fully restored.
Huavaska, Bam Gin Bungham Tromwan Lao, the Chow Droksha. Nei so fundi ko nagda neva ak nagnan ni matan. Nei so fundi ko nagda neva ak nagnan ni matan. Kontrai kua vaitran namaya chongdito.
We understand that you hope for an audience with the three. They are here, but wholly consumed with seeing us expedite our work on the Shrine of Contemplation. Should you help us arrive at our goal?
Tran vienmongi ho vabaka vihutroi qua tu fulam. Vostran viti mi kukonua. Quanta elapa uagwan neudan piokotova. Kumniku wai bam nui chotai fai lai angkor sun nei lam sayo.
They have lost control of the excavation droids. That is troubling.
Huavaska, bam gin bungham tromwan lao, the chow droksha.
Wait. Before one enters the Shrine of Judgment, one must be cleansed. The workers perform this ritual before entering the shrine. The outsider must do the same. The outsider will prevent any harm from coming to them. But unless the ritual is performed, desecration of the shrine is assured. I have faith that this simple task will not deter someone with your skill. I cannot force you to do the cleansing ritual, outsider, especially in this urgent situation. But should you choose to honor the customs of Voss, go to the Altar of Clarity, at the edge of the settlement. I will guide you through the ritual.
This is the Altar of Clarity. To begin the ritual, gather sacred incense from those crates and burn it. Good. Now you must wash the ash from your hands. Use the basin. Thank you, outsider. You are free to enter the Shrine of Judgment.
Thank you, outsider.
Why is this happening?
Tran vienmongi ho vabaka vihutroi kwatu fulam. Kwa mingwang ram jiwan kwa makilan va. Ne so fonde ko nakane va ayak nagnan ni matan. Kumdi tremoyo potkom masang. Kwai kong ni bao le ching tong doro ngao. Ni go wai tap wai chakang. Kong ni wai he trio lei. Kong ni go wai bam ni wi cho tai fai lai angkor sun nei lam sayo. Dan foi futagan aknan chok tontai. Vebegor nesafun. Dan foi futagan aknan chok tontai. Vebegor nesafun. Huavaska bam kin ungham trongwan lao the chow troksha. Nesafun de ko naganeva ayak nagnan ni matan. Ne so fonde ko naganeva ayak nagnan ni matan. Vito what dingo tangmo. Ambo mongbom tulran kati kumin mo ko nambang. O kung sa boting namani alay may. Kontrai kua vaitran namaya chong dito. Huawaska, bam ki kung ham trong wan lao, the chow trok siya. Nei så fundi ko nagdaneva ay at nagnanimatan. Get naman tatalo voy Amok. Nei så fundi ko nagdaneva ay at nagnanimatan. Kung niko huay bam luwi chotay fay layan kor sun ay lam sayo. Den for vutagan aknan chok tontay, vebegor nesafun. Go word that boy Chakaman. Kongi why hey triole. Then for vutagan aknan chok tontay, vebegor nesafun. Huawaska, bam ki kung ham from one lao, the chow trok siya. Get that 3 mil, trolley von to kuha toy. Nei så fundi ko nagdaneva ay at nagnanimatan. Huawaska, bam ki kung ham from one lao, the chow trok siya. Vid no what, dingo dangmo. Vi go word that boy Chakaman. Kongi why hey triole. Namjuak, vi kong ropa nagmig nagkakamaki. Huawaska, bam ki kung ham trong wan lao, the chow trok siya. Vi go word that boy Chakaman. Kongi why hey triole. Then for vutagan aknan chok tontay, vebegor nesafun. Kung niko huay bam luwi chotay fay layan kor sun ay lam sayo. Kontray kua vaitram nam maya chong dito. Nei så fundi ko nagdaneva ay at nagnanimatan. Vi go word that boy Chakaman. Kongi why hey triole. Vaidenen nang korkati lavat.
Ramu aksa sumak den kurap.
Eyes on the floor. Do you hear me? We can't have you running around messing things up. What did I just say about not moving? Stay put. It's for your own good. Heads up, we got an intruder! Stand down now! I don't have time for this! Get out of the way! I don't have time for this!
Den vutagan achnan choktontai, vebegor nesafun. Nigo woi tapwai chakaman. Kongi woi he triole.
Lumbomu amun tuturulan katehe kumni mu konamvan. Kumnue jiwai mam lui chao tapai luengor senao lam la sao.
Kumniku wai bam lui chotai fai lai angor sun nei lam sao. Nei so fundi ko nagda neva eak nagnan ni matan. Nigo wai tapwai chakana. Kongi wai he triole. Kumniku wai bam lui chotai fai lai angor sun nei lam sao. Nei so fundi ko nagda neva eak nagnan ni matan. Den vutagan achnan choktontai, vebegor nesafun. Vito what dingo dango. Nigo wai tapwai chakaman. Kongi wai he triole. Den vutagan achnan choktontai, vebegor nesafun.
Trying to repair the droids as quickly as we can, but their reprogramming has been extensive. It is complex work.
Kumniku wai bam lui chotai fai lai angor sun nei lam sao. Nei so fundi ko nagda neva eak nagnan ni matan. Unding trang vindong fa langirich mung kumudiwa. Lam diwak vikong ropa langid na kakamaki. Dan vutagan achnan choktontai, vebegor nesafun.
There is a considerable amount of Gormak technology in this. How did the invaders come to possess this? I appreciate your honesty. The actions of a few should not reflect the will of all Gormak. The truce stands firm. You are correct. The next step is to learn all we can about them. Our researchers will study this device and divine its purpose. Doing so will allow us to track the invaders and avoid unnecessary destruction. Your actions have given us leverage in this fight, but the harm done has been extensive. Our work in the Shrine of Contemplation was already behind. Zerka's presence has thrown the reconstruction into chaos. Some damage can be repaired. But if we cannot complete the restoration, it will leave a lasting scar. Until the work has resumed, the three will not turn their attention to you. Your offer to help is a telling display of empathy for both the Gormak and the Voss. I want you to understand why all this is so critical to us. You are very skilled at what you do. Rare talent combined with training that sets you apart. Now, imagine you are part of a society that works to hone your abilities to a greater purpose. Our shrines are built for this singular purpose. But now those shrines, built over generations, are destroyed, reduced to rubble by the Eternal Empire. In that moment, it was as if our eyes were shut. We were cut off from our purpose. We do not restore buildings. We ignite our purpose once more. Until we find that light again, everything else, the invaders, the truce, the relics, is secondary. Perhaps. But as I said, we cannot risk chaos in the tunnels because of a random search. Never fear. There is much to be done. We need help in ways other than stopping the invaders. Offer your skills, and the three will notice. Do you understand? The importance of what they do cannot be understated. Now, I must update the three on the situation. They will be understandably curious about how the invaders obtained Gormak technology.
Nu hung yek la muloymi vagi yuchep the tongue truen. Huavaska bam ki ngungham trongwan lao the chow troksha. Vaiden ang gorkate lavat. Ang pak kinoto minfu drojin trangan. Dan foi vutagan achnan chok tontai. Vebegor nesafun.
You have our sincere thanks. As to our ongoing Zerka problem, our researchers have some information on the device you recovered. They confirm the purpose of the device, to locate objects touched by the Force.
Oh, kung klung sa am doting namani how lame mai.
Why would an arms dealer like Zerka hire mercenaries to find these items? Why risk war for a remote chance of finding something they cannot use? An ugly thought, but I accept the truth of it. Once we became aware of what the device can do, we feared what Zerka might find in the depths of the Shrine of Contemplation. You should begin your search for the invaders there. Stop Zerka, and bring anything you find back to us. In testing the device, we discovered potential targets. Apart from that, you know enough to complete this final task. Do this for us, and your audience with the three will be secured.
You do good work. How you handled my incompetent colleagues back there. Beautiful. It will save me a lot of paperwork when I report back to Zerka. Why, thank you. No, I leave that to my companions. I'm here to navigate the ruins, spot the valuables, that kind of thing. But let me explain the situation, with a little added detail. The Voss keeps all kinds of dangerous objects lying around. That's why we're both here, yes? We know some would make powerful weapons. In the right hands. The Gormak understand this. I do have to hand it to them. Their ways with technology are impressive. Second only to Zerka. They could turn the right artifact into a new balance of power. Very noble, but I am here for quite the opposite. What you have there is the prize. It's a record of the Jedi's influence on the ancient Voss. Normally, I don't need an armed escort to retrieve historical documents, but in the right hands, this one could severely undermine the truce. We get the Voss and Gormak fighting again. This world is open to Zerka operations, weapon sales. Oh, the possibilities are endless. I expected that. A shame, really. I do enjoy speaking with professionals. Now, I do need to be on my way, so I'm going to hand this chat over to my good friends here. It's been a pleasure.
Did you speak to Makif about the broken relics?
Danfoy Vutagan Achnan Choktontai Vebegor Nesafun.
I will visit him later. Perhaps he will take your words to heart if he hears them from both of us.
Nesafun de Konaganeva Eaknan Nimatan.
Of course not. There is still much to do.
Huavaska. Bam gig na gungham trong wan lao, the chow droksha. Tra ni den mo shecham, bargut matin shong.
Thank you. It would have been disastrous if outsiders possessed this.
Danfoy Vutagan Achnan Choktontai Vebegor Nesafun. Danfoy Vutagan Achnan Choktontai Vebegor Nesafun.
As am I. It reinforces my enthusiasm for all that is left to do.
Kumniku Wai Bam Lui Chotai Fai Liangor Sun Eilam Sayo. Danfoy Vutagan Achnan Choktontai Vebegor Nesafun. Nesafun de Konaganeva Eak Nagnan Nimatan. Migo Wai Tapwai Chakanan. Kongi Wai He Triole. Huavaska. Bam gig na gungham trong wan lao, the chow droksha.
I look forward to hearing them. Kodum is right. You have done much to be commended for, outsider. The three have taken notice of the progress the initiative has regained. They know who deserves the credit for this accomplishment. A poor attempt at swaying you, I am certain. If that is all, you must be eager to return to your original purpose. You are granted the audience you seek, and I am proud to have helped you earn it. Whatever knowledge you pursue, I hope you find it. May the words of the three guide you to your victory.
It is time. The three have asked you to appear before them. Your actions have left an impression, a rare achievement. They are waiting for you now.
You weren't coming with me?
It would be best if you went alone. There are some questions I have yet to resolve with the three.
What are you talking about?
When the Eternal Empire threatened the galaxy, my presence in your alliance was understandable. But much has changed. The Outsiders' wars no longer concern Voss. We have our own struggles. The three want to know why I do not return and continue my duties as a mystic. Do you recall when I told you we had fulfilled my vision for the Force Enclave? That was the last of my visions that had been deciphered by an interpreter. And the first step toward acting on my own decisions. And a Voss who chooses to remain with outsiders is a Voss who is forever looked upon with doubt.
I won't turn down your help, but I don't want to cause problems between you and your people.
You bear no responsibility in my relationship with the Voss. The choices I have made are mine, and I do not regret them. You have given me the opportunity to lead, to help others face uncertainty. That is a greater purpose than I ever found as a mystic. I've kept you too long. The three will be wondering what has delayed you.
Outsider, do you understand the importance of this meeting?
I may not know much about Voss, but I know this moment deserves an appropriate amount of respect, which I'm prepared to give.
Your insight does you credit. I believe you are worthy of the knowledge we plan to share. There has been a vision. Its contents are disturbing.
Life will be reshaped. Scales unbalanced.
A wave of change rises and falls, beyond the reach of Darth Malgus.
And as he dreams, he awakens a great power. One that will tear the galaxy apart.
If you know all that, you must know a way to help me stop Malgus.
It is not so simple.
Should Darth Malgus perish, this catastrophe will transpire more quickly.
I don't understand why you're keeping this vision a secret.
To protect Voss.
You are familiar with the visions experienced by our mystics. The role these prophecies play.
What your mystics see is very important to your people. Your government, your societal rules, everything relies on these visions.
And from these revelations, the interpreters show us the path. The decisions we must make to preserve our home, our way of life.
But in this vision, we see no outcome. There is nothing to guide us. The interpreters are united in its meaning.
The three, the Voss. We can do nothing. We are powerless.
This shrouded prophecy will come to pass. The foundations will be shaken. The pillars raised. The chaos is unavoidable. But whatever is to come from this, it is you who will choose the fate of us all.
Our destiny is in the hands of an outsider. Do you see why we shield our people from this?
You shouldn't lie to them about this. Your people are capable of protecting themselves. But if they don't know about this vision, they won't be able to.
We will think on what you say.
Whatever part you play in this, enemy or ally, none of it will happen without you. You must be ready. We will be waiting.